It's the Rams and the Commanders on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, you look at Washington coming into play here, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On first down, Crawford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Off play action. Crawford. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
To throw on third down, Crawford. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, Crawford. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year, and look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Looking to throw. Crawford. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Crawford. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, Reeves. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down, Reeves. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Reeves. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Crawford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Off the play fake. Crawford. They'll get this out to Kamara. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Kamara up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Crawford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Crawford. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crawford. That's going to be caught by Pickens. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Crawford. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and that will keep this a 3-point game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Reeves. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. A give up the middle to Gibson. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clock.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play division, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To throw on 3rd down, Crawford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Reeves. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Reeves. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as it's Richardson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Richardson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught by Green on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Dillon up the middle.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Crawford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
a short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their play plan. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Reeves. That's now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now the Rams have got it going the other way. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Crawford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They'll look to throw again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. Crawford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call it?
Receiver gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Titans in that ball game. Gabriel Davis, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams, and they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for Washington, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Richardson takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Reeves. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And he fires one, but incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Crawford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Crawford. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Off the bootleg. Crawford steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try to make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Throwing to start the drive, Reeves.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Here's Richardson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They run with Richardson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Washington going to send out their punter.
On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crawford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Crawford.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And here comes Westbrook.
A good return there, 17 yards.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Reeves. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Green. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On third down, it's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reeves. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. To throw on second down. Reeves. He's got Green. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll look to throw now on first down. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On second down, it's Richardson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Reeves. This one caught by Winslow. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reeves. That's complete right around the 8. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Looking to throw on second down. Reeves. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. And he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing to start the drive. Crawford. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Crawford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up fourth down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Reeves. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reeves. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Richardson. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's Richardson again. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On 1st down, Reeves. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 2nd down now, it's Richardson. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Following the fumble recovery, Reeves toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Reeves, he'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember, the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down. Crawford. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 1st and 10, Crawford. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Crawford. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. To throw on 2nd down, Crawford. And one more time, that's Watkins. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 1st down, Crawford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
Off play action, Crawford. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And a loose football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll run with Gibson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Commanders, they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles,
they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end.
And they can take solace in the fact